Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakal Kadash, giving double honor to the apostle of this great millstone, peace and blessings to brothers pushing his truth and sincerity, and the Bob a bull. It's the brother of the apostle Kadash, coming at you again with another lesson, and this time I'm talking about chastening. All right, and the word chasten means to inflict trouble or pain on for the purpose of correction. All right. So it's to hurt, but it's to make you understand and to make you to understand where you messing up at. Because if somebody don't chastise you, or from the Lord first and foremost, but if the Lord wouldn't chastise you, you wouldn't know where you off at. And the thing about that is people have such a small mind. You could look at it like this: you could take the pain now, or you could take the pain later. But one thing about it, you got to take the pain, right? So when you're getting chastised, you taking the pain up front. Like, you know what? I shouldn't do that because it's going to lead me down a different path that's going to hurt me even more. Whether it be physical, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to be physical because judgment is judgment. Or it could be anything, you know. That's why you take heed to the little pain first. Like an injury. All right, if you break a finger or let's say you stub your toe, you go, all right, let me take a break on that, body part. Let me heal that up. Let me rest on that, right? You got your foot hurt. We're gonna say if your foot hurt, you ain't gonna just be walking on it all crazy. You're gonna be kind of eased up on it. You walking it all crazy, you're gonna hurt it some more, and eventually it's gonna fucking break, and you might gotta get it chopped off, right? So it's the same thing with chastening. Chastisement. You might what is it? You might feel the pain in the beginning, but in the end, at least you ain't got to get burnt up by a missile. At least you ain't got to get fucking hit by a truck or fucking eaten by a wolf. You know what I mean? Something serious, something that'll really hurt you more than the Lord will fire you from your job, or maybe take all your money away, something like that, that'll hurt you, but it'd be like, damn, at least I could bounce back from that. You can't bounce back from getting ran over by a truck and you die, your head pop like a grape. You know what I mean? This is Proverbs 3:11. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. All right, so you ain't supposed to, when you catching hell, you ain't supposed to, oh, Lord, me, why me, what did I do? No. You got to take that shit like a man, and you got to gird up your loins, and you got to endure. Because ultimately, it's to make you a better person. Ultimately, it's to make you stronger. All right. This is the word weary. Excuse me. It say miserable, sad. All right. Wander, totter. All right. So you ain't supposed to be miserable or sad when you're taking the chastening. Although I will say this, it's easier said than done. And of course, it's going to come with a little bit of sorrow. But the thing is not to sit in it. You got to fight it. Everybody feels sorrow. Everybody feels sad. But if you just sitting in it and you ain't doing nothing about it, it's like, shit, like you giving up. Like being on depression pills. All right? If you sad, go find something that make you happy. And of course, it can be deeper than that. It can be deeper rooted. I know how that go. But you still go find something to make you happy. Taking a pill that's going to throw your hormones off, it's going to fuck you up. And that's Esau's solution to everything is, well, take this pill. You too happy? Take this sad pill. You too sad? Take this happy pill. Now you in a cycle of taking happy and sad pills, happy and sad pills. Now your ass then got caught up in a drug addiction and you taking motherfucking overdose pills, right? Instead of doing what the Lord say, take that shit to the chin, right? You catching so much hell that you're back against the wall and the motherfucking demons hitting you with a 30-piece, guess what? Don't fall to your knees. Stand up. All right. This is Job 5:17. Behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. All right, why is happy is the man that the Most High correcteth? Because he loves you. He's showing you the right way. It's so many things above our understanding that we just got to let the Lord handle. I'll give you an example. I left my job. Should have did it a little better, but I left my job and my money was gone. I'm talking about no job. The money was going down to the point where I ain't know what I was going to have. I got to my lowest and the Lord gave me a new job, a better job the next week. I didn't even know where it was coming from. It just snapped with the fingers and all of a sudden blessings because I endured. And Lord knows I wanted to give up in that situation, but I was like, nah, ain't no way. Everybody want to give up. That's the demons. That's the first thought is, do I want to keep going? Yes. That's when you tell yourself yes. Fuck what the flesh talking about. The spirit say keep going. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trust the spirit. Because when I trust the flesh, I get hurt. This is Psalms 94:12. Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Lord, and teaches him out of thy law. Right? Because that's a good foundation. First off, the fear of the Lord. And then when you get into the law, you start to learn the rules. And if you don't break the rules, you don't get judged. Of course, we all break the rules because we all sin. And that's what breaking the law, statutes, and commandments is sin. But, you know, if you break them less, you get judged less, right? That's to where some people just give in to sin and they just, I don't give a fuck about the rules, and they just constantly in hell 24/7, just catching judgment, you know? So who would want to live like that? This is Revelation 3:19. As many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous, therefore, and repent. All right, he said as many as he loved. So he got to love you to rebuke you. Like a father and his child. A father gonna whip his child because he want to see him do better. He don't want him to grow up to be some grimy nigga. Right? He don't want him to grow up to be some type of bank robber who's shooting kids and don't give a fuck. No, because he wants you to be a successful man. He wants you to have some morals and some honor about yourself. Same thing with the Lord. The Lord don't want you to be no super nigga with a 360 deal who spin the bins. Like what? That's not like what? Who the fuck wants to be that? All right, but he said, be zealous, therefore, right? It said, this the word zeal, passionate ardor in pursuit of an objective or course of action. They say, be zealous thereof and repent. You got to be zealous to repent. You got to want it. You got to want forgiveness. You got to want the kingdom. You got to want it. And I'm going to end it with this because I'm on my way to work. It's this 2 Corinthians 12:9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glorify in my infirmities than that the power of a Mashiach may rest upon me. All right. He said, my grace is sufficient with thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. That's when you at your strongest, is when you at your weakest, ironically, ain't it? Because when you at your weakest and you at your lowest, you get to see what you can endure. When everybody got energy and everybody got money and when you got what you need, when you got what you want and you need, it's easy to survive because you got what's sufficient. But when you lacking strength, when you lacking energy, when you lacking motivation, who gonna find some motivation and strength? Yeah. It's easy to put in some work when you done ate 6 fucking hamburgers and you got you full to the stomach. It's easy to go to work because you got all the energy. But when you off a 3-day fast, when you off a 2-day fast and you got nothing but prayers as energy, let's see who can keep going then. All right. I'm going to end it right there, but I hope that was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash, giving double honor to the apostle, others, great millstone, peace and blessings to brothers pushing this truth, sincerity, and a Bible bull.